Hello everyone, this is Ketish here. In this video, I'm going to go through the AQA Chemistry Paper 1 higher tier from 2025. Question number 9 is on the topic of chemical changes. Zinc reacts with iodine to produce the salt zinc iodide. The reaction is done in a solution using ethanol as the solvent. Ethanol is a flammable liquid with a boiling point of 78 degrees Celsius. Table 5 shows the solubility of zinc, iodine, and zinc iodide in ethanol. So let's read that again. Zinc reacts with iodine to produce the salt. So the salt is zinc iodide. The reaction is done in a solution using ethanol. So usually when we are making salts, we use water or the acid as a solvent. Here we are using ethanol. Now you need to be careful because it's flammable. You can't actually have it anywhere near an open flame. So you need to use a water bath here. Now, ideally you would want to warm up the acid when we are making the salt. Here you can actually warm up the ethanol using a water bath, but you don't want it to heat it up by more than 78 because you will just evaporate the ethanol. So zinc on its own is insoluble in ethanol. Iodine is soluble. Zinc iodide is soluble. Okay. Plan a method to obtain crystals of zinc iodide from zinc and iodine. So let's start. First point. Now the iodine will dissolve in the ethanol, so we can dissolve that. So dissolve iodine in ethanol in a beaker. You don't really have to say the volume because you're not trying to work out or make a measured mass of the salt here. 2. So the zinc, the iodine will dissolve in the ethanol, and then add zinc to iodine solution and stir. Right. 3. Continue adding zinc until it's in excess. Right. Stop when solid zinc remains at the bottom. 4. Filter the reaction mixture. To remove the excess zinc. 5. Heat the solution using a water bath to evaporate some of the ethanol. Then leave to cool. Sorry, leave to cool. Remaining solution to crystallize. A student used 6.35 grams of iodine in the reaction. 6.29 grams of zinc iodide was produced. The equation for the reaction is 6.35 iodine, 6.35, 6.29 of zinc iodide. Okay. Calculate the percentage yield of zinc iodide. Give your answer to three significant figures. Relative formula mass of zinc and zinc iodide. Iodine and zinc iodide is given. Okay. So if we are using 6.35 grams of iodine, according to mole ratio, 1 mole is reacting with 1 mole to produce 1 mole. So I can work out the number of moles of iodine that is actually being used. So moles of iodine is 6.35. Divide that by the mass 254 will give me 0.025 moles, which means 0.025 moles of zinc iodide should be produced. That's a theoretical mass. Now, how much did we actually make? Moles of zinc iodide made. The mass was 6.29 grams. So 6.29 divided by, no, not divide by, I will have to multiply. I've skipped a step. Let me get rid of that. So I worked out the number of moles of zinc iodide, so I can work out the mass of zinc iodide should be 0.025 multiplied by 319. That would give me 7.975 grams of zinc iodide should be produced. But we only made 6.29 grams. So the percentage yield is 6.29 divided by the theoretical value 7.975, multiply that by 100 will give me 28.871%. They want the answer in three significant figures, so it will be 78.9. 78.9% is the correct answer. That brings us to the end of this question and to the end of this paper. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you find this useful. If you did, subscribe and hit the like button if you think it's useful. Bye for now.